Alright, we are back, guys, and I've taken a good extensive notes of what needs to happen. I've actually made this a bit too high, and so I'll go ahead and deconstruct that. It's actually only supposed to be 3 high, and this is where the slabs will come over. But instead of doing that, I'm going to extend it over and then do this, because I still want it to come out this far. It's just a matter of it doesn't need to be as high as it was. So we'll bring that over. And then we'll go ahead and knock down. We're not really too worried about this. I'm going to just build one module for you guys. And then I'm going to complete it on my own since it's the same thing repeated over and over again. We'll go ahead and knock down all of this. Satisfying slab destroying. Alright, let's go ahead and pick these guys up. Run back to the top. Make that curve, and then it goes 1 powered rail, 1 activator, 1 power. So this is how it's going to be set up. We'll grab a brewing station, which I don't have, sadly, so let's go ahead and get a composter or a brewing station. We'll actually get just a composter. We'll take away one of these guys' jobs, sorry. Unemployed for a little bit. Also noticed that my mouse clicks are a little loud in the last video, so I'm going to try to quiet down those. I think it's just my positioning of the mic that I'm using with the boom arm, and so maybe next time I'm going to position it to the other side so it's not too much of an issue. But I am using a pretty loud Logitech, and so that really could be the issue. But this is where the activator rail is, so we'll come right down and place it there. And it's just really simple stuff right here. So we'll take a piston and we'll go ahead and a sticky piston, we'll put it there, and then we'll place a trap door on top of it, and then we'll run redstone underneath that to a lever. Oop, let's go ahead and get my silk touch one. Glad that that annoying base underneath there, the veins, isn't over here for me to fall down. And then what we're just going to do is run to a lever right here. So we'll just need some redstone. I need to clear all this out. Some redstone. And then we want it always extended, because mostly what this is going to do is this is going to be the system that drops down the villager to the zombie back here. And so we want it all to be easily accessible, as well as always up, so that the zombie can't get to them. So we'll raise it up, and that's how that system works. So we go ahead and get our slabs, place one here, and then we'll want one higher, which can't do that, so we have to grab that back. And then this guy's gonna have to move, but we need to place down some torches anyway, so I need to remember that I can middle click to save some time for you guys instead of fumbling through my inventory. But the next step is to take the smooth stone. We don't have to use smooth stone, but it's just a matter of preference. So go ahead and place that there, and then we'll place an observer facing this way. Sorry, I guess I'm losing my voice right now. Run over here, grab our observer. Let's drop off some of this unneeded glass. We still need a stack, but we don't need all that. We don't need all these rails either. Get that observer, and we want the observer to be looking this way, and so we'll be placing it right here. And so that will be looking at the villager. Next step to do is for the glass build. And so for this, we're going to be placing multiple pieces of glass, and we'll want a little bit of an area dug out over here, as well as we'll bring this guy down too, because this is where our zombie will live, is back here. Let's go ahead, we'll bring this, since the observer is here. Let's see, we need a sticky piston with a slab right above the observer. Yeah, sorry, this is a very complicated build. It probably won't look complicated to most people, but for me it's pretty complicated. So above the observer, we want a sticky piston facing this way with a slab connected to it. And then that will push it in. Mostly this will act as the dropper for this guy. So I'll push it in and then I'll bring him over. And then we'll want glass built up back here. So we'll go ahead and break these guys down. Take out our glass. And then from the observer, we want glass pieces to go. This would be glowstone. So we'll place a glowstone here. Then we will go one, right? Observer, one, and then one out. So we'll break down this wall. One, one. So we'll do this motion into the sticky piston. And we'll bring one up. And then we need two more going this way. So let's go ahead and break that block. And then once we have two more going that way, we'll place a glowstone connected to that. Oop, wrong thing. And then now that we have that, we need, let's see, glowstone, then sticky piston with a slab. Actually, I think this might be, observer needs to be placed there, on top of the sticky piston. So we'll go ahead and break out this wall. When I first built this, it took me about 5 or 6 times to actually get this all right, but you'll watch me fail for a little bit. I'll probably cut out a lot of this just to make it a bit easier to watch. Let's see, it needs to be placed top of the sticky piston, or on top of that guy. Oh yeah, and then that guy will extend it. All right, yeah, I think I understand. I don't think I understand. I think I might have built this one too far forward. Yeah, that would be our issue. So we'll go ahead and, I'm not going to break down the whole line, just break it down there. Looks like I built it one too far forward. So we'll go ahead and break that guy and bring it over. That's fine. And none of this is needed, but we'll take it out in a little while. Grab this guy. Then we need our activator. Then that, there we go. That's correct. Yeah, I had that a bit wrong. And then we need our redstone block on top of that. Let's grab our redstone block. Make sure we have enough dust. And then we'll place it here. We don't need glass blocks here, but if you don't place glass blocks right here, then when they get ejected to the right, they'll end up actually being ejected onto the rails, which is a bit annoying. And so with that there, it makes it to where we don't have that issue anymore. But we'll go ahead and bring that, get that guy. And then on either side of these, we need just a little bit of a pad to build it up. And we'll go back up there. I know, definitely not the prettiest build, but since we don't have, if this were to be built up in daylight, we'd have to place another block on top of this, as well as a carpet or something to keep spawning away from it. But since we don't have that issue, we don't need it. And so after the redstone block, we need a sticky piston to grab it. So I'll go ahead and place one. We need to build out, actually. So we need to place one there. And so let's build out and up. Great thing is with Silk Touch, you can use glass as a building block until you fall down. Or glass as a scaffolding block. And then that would be it. So all we have to do is lay redstone down. We'll bring it here. And let's go ahead and jump back up. Bring it all the way to here, over there. and then bring it down. And then there is one step that I kept forgetting on my other one that is crucial, or none of this would work, and that's the string right here. The string has to be placed in front of these blocks, which I actually think I need to bring all this up. Let me troubleshoot this for 1 minute. I'll be back. It will get pulled into here, shot up to there, then over to here. We don't need these blocks anymore as we don't want to interfere with it. And then we need to place a block there. And then for these guys, you may be asking how those get powered. These get levers on the bottom side. So we'll go ahead and plug that up. And then that's all powered. And then this needs a power, so we'll go ahead and plug that up. That's all powered. That gets shot to there. We need 2 buttons on this side, so we're actually going to extend this out. No, we'll place a button there and there. Yeah, that worked. So let's go ahead and get 2 buttons. One of these buttons will be for sending the villager on his way, and one of these buttons would be for calling a villager. And so we actually can do one here, and then we can pulse the redstone. Actually, no. Instead of doing one there, since we already have the system up, we can put one there and bring it down to that. And so this will power this one. These need to stay active at all times, and so we'll go ahead and grab our lever. The reason these need to be stayed active is because they will be the main transport. So instead of digging 2 below me, let's do that first. Make sure there's an actual stepping area for me. What we're trying to power is that block right there. So 2 over, and then 1 up, and then that should power everything. I'm not sure if it's going to be powering, though it is. Cool. All right, and that powers all that, and so we'll go ahead and close up this. And then for our final thing we are wanting to power is this button. So for here, we're going to run a redstone line right out of there. Ooh, that's going to be affected, isn't it? Let's see. I mean, I'm not worried about visual, and so we're just actually going to get a repeater. We'll run that out of just the button. And that should be good after that. Let's see. Redstone repeater. And we'll run it out of here. And then we'll run it some redstone dust. Take out that torch for a minute. And we're actually going to run it straight into this block. And what I'm thinking is if I do that, I can then take the pulse from right here and then power this system. Let's see. I honestly don't know if that will work. Let's go ahead and empty out our inventory some. It should work, right? I think so. I'll go ahead and this guy. I think this should work. All right, the moment that I've at least been waiting for. Let's see if this works. Huh. I didn't get powered at all. You know why I didn't get powered at all? Because I'm hitting the wrong button. Or the wrong position. Here we go. Did that give me a minecart? Nope. It's activating that. Well, let's just do one of these. As you can see, I'm not the best with redstone. And so now this should activate. Nope. It needs a repeater into the back of it, doesn't it? Grab that. Do it like this. I probably don't have to do it that far, and there's probably... Wow. Wow. I'm gonna mine that up in a minute. That should work, right? Yeah, that works, right? It worked. But because it's too close to the since it's too close to this, it didn't activate the rail, right? Is that what happened? Oh my gosh, this inventory. Is that what happened? Since it was too close? So we'll go ahead and break this guy out. And this guy. If that works, right? Did it run out of 1, 2, 3, 4? I'm just gonna add another one. Even though I know it travels 16, let's just make sure things work. Pushed out. Did not move. You didn't move. I'll be right back. Maybe I just needed a block. Yep, I just needed a block to push it. Wow. Okay, so if I call one, it comes instantly. And then if I do that, it should go up and then get broken. Because there was no mob on it, it didn't get broken. But that concludes at least this part. I'm going to get this loaded with villagers and prettied up for next episode, but I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me. Love for some more feedback like last time. I hope this texture pack, well, this is classic, so it's a bit better, but I'll look for a themed one or something like that. And if you guys have any feedback or anything helpful, just let me know. Thanks, I'll see you guys again.